Today I'm going to show you how we put a lamb onto our spit roast contraption that we've made, and just go through the whole process, how we marinate it, and basically how we're going to get it on that rod without it moving around. So let's get into it. So first up, I have to say this lamb is in great condition. This is one of our home kill lambs, but if you went to your local butcher, it would be easy for you to find it would be easy for you to ask them just to hook you up with a whole lamb. This lamb, not really quite sure on the weight. I would imagine it's probably just over 20 kgs, and this will feed over 25 people. So the first thing we need to do is to get our rod, our bar, through the animal. So we go up through the hole at the back, all the way through to the front. Then we're going to secure it with these two U-plates. So these will go inside the animal, up through the backbone, and clamp onto the bar. And then we have these little contraptions here, and they're really simple. They just slide onto our pole and they screw up nice and tight. That's going to stop the lamb twisting and turning. So as you can see, I've already got my wheel attached. This is permanently attached to this stainless steel bar. So I've already had to slide on two of my clamps, so they're already on. So now I'm just going to go up through the back. This bit usually takes a bit of persuasion. So our next mission is to make sure we've got this lined up on the bar, and I've got my marks from where we had our previous lamb on, from where the clamps are. So I'm going to get those clamps on, and then I'm going to get the two U-bolts through the backbone of the lamb and screw it onto the bar. So one thing I do need to do is I need to attach these legs to the bar. Now there are special holders you can get for these, but today I'm just going to use some food grade stainless steel wire, and we're just going to use the tendons and probably wrap around the legs of the bottom of the leg of the lamb here and attach it to our bar. Now, having done this a few times, I do know that we need to wrap it a few times. And this is where our pliers come in quite handy. So what we want to do here is repeat the step with the wire. We're going to wire through the tendon onto the bar, through the tendon of the other leg, and wrap it nice and tight. We're really trying to restrict the movement of this lamb. After we've done that, we'll then tap this final one on. Again, we're using food grade stainless steel wire. As you can see, it's been used before, but we're trying to be sustainable. So as you can see, we've got the wired legs onto the bar. Might have had one here actually, because I'm only going to be able to go maybe another 4 inches there, but that should be enough, and I can always push that down. So as you can see, we've got these legs really secured well, and we'll just bang on this final spike. Now, I know that some people like to tie the neck down. This neck isn't going anywhere, so we're going to leave that as is. There is a bit of meat here that we can eat, but we'll just clean this up with lemons as it cooks, try to remove some of the blood. So now we're into our seasoning. So it seems that our stainless steel brackets, U-bolts, actually need to be a heap longer. This lamb is quite a bit bigger than the last one we did, and these aren't fitting. So we're going to persevere without these. Usually these really help stabilise the lamb, but I'm thinking that this will probably be enough. If we're wrong tomorrow, well, we will have to just go with it. So now we're getting to the really exciting stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to chuck a few onions, chopped up onions, white onions, into the cavity. Also got a whole bowl of garlic that has taken the skin off. That's going to go in as well. Got about a cup of oregano, fresh out of our garden. And that's all going to go into the cavity, and that's really going to help marinate the lamb overnight. So what I also want to chuck into the cavity is some chili flakes. These are out of our garden and these are quite hot. So we'll just put a few, and that's going to help cut through the fat of the lamb. Now we've got sea salt and cracked black pepper, and probably going to put a good small handful into the cavity. Lastly, we've got 4 smallish lemons out of our tree, and I'm just going to half these and just put them straight into the cavity. These are going to help, again, the acid from the lemon is going to help cut through the fat. And what we'll do tomorrow when we cook the lamb is we'll be basting it with lemon juice, olive oil, salt, pepper and oregano mix, probably using some sort of rosemary brush, and that's really going to give it a lot of flavour on the outside and help that crispy skin get super flavourful. So some people like to sew this cavity up. I like to use a method where we take a broken bamboo skewer or a chopstick or something like that, and we're going to go through and back onto itself. So it goes through, back onto itself like this, and then through once more. If it's hard for me, it means it's not going to come undone. So we've got our cavity all sealed up. Probably the one last thing we need to do is worry about this hole at the back. So we might be able to just find a lemon and stick it up the jacksie. I thought I'd see the day that I'd be hammering a lemon up a lamb's arse. Okay, so from here what we're going to do is leave it overnight to let all those flavours kind of mix in, and then tomorrow we'll get it out and make sure it fits on the spit. So if you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Obviously there's going to be lots of comments on how I've done things. I know there's lots of different ways to do it. This is just one way. I'm not claiming it's the best way, but I'd be interested to hear your feedback, so leave them in the comment section below, and let's hopefully get this bad boy cooked.